They say life on the farm is hard but honest work. But in Common Ground World, we farm for a greater cause, saving the planet one soil patch at a time. Build an eco-friendly town, leveraging regenerative agriculture and recover valuable soil. Compete in weekly competitions to earn great prizes. Get rewarded for helping to support our ecosystem and your fellow farmers. Eager to learn more? Well, head on over to Gala Games and start playing now.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Happy AMA Day. Happy Town Hall Day.
Happy
Yes,
Friday.
happy Friday.
TGIF.
Well, welcome. It is March 15th. We have Farmer Michelle, Ninja Surprise, Riant, Volcron, and welcome to our Town Hall. We are chatting with you in the, we're reading your YouTube comments. So if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. And so you don't have to ask us when we're doing this because of daylight savings or just being busy with life. Turn on notifications. We are also in Discord, so join the Gala Discord. We're in the CGW discussion channel, answering questions live there. And welcome. Yeah, this is, let's see, 15th. Already said that. We've been doing this for how long? Since July 2022, right? Every Friday, giving big verbal hugs to the community. And
Well, that's a fun way to describe it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's really cool. We, always plan for these, always look forward to them. And yeah, make sure you share the video with your friends. There's a link in the description, in the YouTube description there. So be sure to copy paste that to your buddies. And if you have questions that you want us to address, be sure to just fill out a form. You don't even have to do it while we're doing it. We'll read it as the week goes on. So I will post that in Discord right now. And good morning. So let's see who is chatting with us today. Always interesting, right? Because it's the competition. The weekly competition is ending right as we start this. I think it's got 2 more hours to go.
Yep.
We got people sharing the screenshots of where they're placing. Ed's Dream has 20 million points at rank 1245. We got Nubra, Edie Lugs, Lazy Lumberjack, Rog or Rogue. Got some questions about May Mayhem coming up. Dubstep Rod says hi. Limtoin one. Almost didn't want to say that name out loud. LV Postman, NFT Madness, Jetty, Gangbuster, Ives. Oh, that's all the friends. Nacho G, TPS, Bazinga, Xeon. Oh my gosh. Okay. Morning, guys. So, so many people. That's exciting. All right. Well, Michelle, you got any kind of warnings or anything for the players that are listening?
Yeah, don't forget to be careful of scammers. I'm going to say it every single week. They're out there. They're trying to get your crypto. Don't click on any bad links. If anyone sends you a DM, it's not one of us. We don't send any direct messages out. Don't give anyone your seed phrase. Don't give anyone your passwords. If you're Googling the website, that's probably a bad idea. You should probably just have it saved in your browser or make sure you've got it bookmarked because there are scam links out there as ads and they'll get you if you're not paying attention. Make sure you know exactly what website you're on before you try to log in.
Absolutely. And I know one of our regular attendees and listeners, LV Postman, would never do any of that. So be like LV Postman. Don't click on silly links. What's up for headlines? What do we got? Rewards, maybe?
Yeah, some rewards went out this week for last week's event. So those are all set now. I don't think any Zealy rewards went out this week. but there was just the regular competition rewards that went out.
Alrighty. And I've got a 3-letter, 1-word note here about the next headline.
It just says dog, and then it says at Michelle. I'm going to assume that is about the new NFT. Sparky won, if everyone didn't notice. I know we did voting all of last weekend, and Sparky was the clear winner of the naming contest. So I believe that sale is sometime early next month. And its name will be Sparky. Nice job. Thanks for everybody who voted.
Yeah, that's a really friendly name. There were surprisingly a lot of really good names. I thought it would be a lot of, R and other explicitly rated names, but a lot of them were really good. Like Hachi was really cute.
Nala.
Nala was great.
Dubstep Dog. That was
there was a lot of really good names for the dog. Sparky was actually one of my favorites, though. I felt like that was that one just really went well with him.
Yeah.
Clearly, it was also everyone else's favorite.
Hey, I was curious for the listeners. Like, we did the voting in Discord, right? But what's everybody feel about a combination of voting? Now, say I've never done a node NFT vote. I see the interface. I know how it works. But what would be the outcome of that? Like, if we wanted to do the vote on Discord as well as through the nodes, how would that? Would the nodes would override the Discord vote, though, wouldn't they? The node vote? Isn't that kind of the final? I don't know. Anyway,
we need to try.
I don't know a ton about how the node voting works.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about how that works yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll definitely look into it, though.
Well, Mr. Ninja Surprise, any kind of social media update?
Pretty much the main thing was what we just went over, the naming for the dog NFT, Sparky, which was really cool. That was like the big highlight. And then as what Farmer Michelle just previously said, the Zealy rewards may have not gone out yet, so just keep being patient, and you'll surely see them soon. But yeah, I've been seeing some really cool fan art and everything from you guys on the Zealy, so yeah, just keep it all up.
Nice. Well, let's move straight into game updates then.
Yes.
As y'all know, we've been working on guilds. So our 3, I'll say for anybody who hasn't listened in a while, our 3 quarters this year, we're doing guilds first. Then we're doing our daily challenges. People will be happy to see that come back. And after that, we're doing upgradable NFTs, which will be really cool because that'll retro apply to things like guilds, being able to upgrade those. That'll be exciting. So we're mushing it all together now. We've had months of planning and UI and development and backend work and server work and all that fun stuff. And so this week has been pretty furiously integrating the front and the back end work. As you can imagine, there's some surprises, a couple of things like, oh, hey, we need a message to the player here, and we need an error message there. Overall, it's going really well. Optimistic that we won't run into too many functional things. And and that's going well. The daily challenges, we're also getting a little ahead of because work starts for that here in a couple of weeks or a few weeks. And daily challenges are going to be exciting because the other implementation was okay, for the Play Canvas game. But this one, we're going to make it a little more, well, let's just say we're going to make it a little more auditable and to pave the way for it. And don't worry, Riant, I'm not making promises, but in the future, way future, like maybe a year or 2 down the road, maybe things like vet rewards or stuff like that. And this is just off the top of my head, but that's one of the features that we were talking about yesterday about daily challenges, like keeping an archive of every challenge you've ever participated in, every challenge that you've won or claimed. And of course, we got a plan so that it's fair, right? There's that 24-hour cooldown when you shift NFTs around, stuff like that. So we've also done some more anti-cheating work this week and some more reports. And we want to make the game as fair and fun as possible for everybody. And when we do a release, you can look for those fixes, the specific fixes we did in Discord. And that's all I will say about the fixes for this week, because we're pretty heads down. Most of it's been data. Pretty heads down on guilds and stuff. So let's see what we will move straight into Q&A. First one is for Riant. Will the 30% global craft time reduction for jewelry tables, will this be stackable with 2 pot of gold NFTs?
Yes, it will. So that not only
Sweet.
the Leprechaun will give 3 passive gold ore, but also stackable 30% global craft time in jewelry tables. So yeah,
That's very nice.
It is really nice.
Wait, is there a limit? So they said 2, but what if I had 200?
I don't
Well,
think you
let's
can
say
have
3.
all 200.
Well, let's say 3. Would 3 be stackable?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But remember, it's multiplicative, so it's not going to be a 90% reduction with 3 of them.
Or even a negative 20% reduction, so we go back in time.
Yeah.
Next one is a question for me. Can we get a separate tab in the user interface under the NFTs for storages? Because we have so many storages. That's an interesting idea. I saw that, or Farmer Michelle showed me that yesterday, and created a ticket for it. So we stuck it in the backlog. So we hear you, and we will see if we have room for that.
I definitely think it would be helpful because sometimes, we get so many storages now these
So
days,
many,
especially
right?
anyone who runs a node, and you get 3 free storages a month if you're playing every day. It's a lot of storages filling up inventory.
Oh man, I wanted to say something about upgrades, but I won't. Okay, next question is for Riant. Will there be a May Mayhem event this year, Riant?
yeah, there will. I can't really share details right now, but you can expect there be a Mayhem event,
Okay.
both in
Sounds
Gala
good.
Wide and specifically for Common Ground World.
Alrighty. No spoilers.
No spoilers so far. Maybe later.
Okay. All right.
We'll
what's
get
our
some
next-
spoilers as we get closer to the time.
Right.
Yeah, I was throwing some ideas in chat and seeing what people would think, and they're like, "Well, if you haven't settled on ideas, how do you know like this and that?" And I'm like, "Guys, I'm just the one of the devs here, right? Like, it's guys like Riant and Wild Moopsy, and people like that actually decide what goes into the game. FYI. What's our next question, Farmer Michelle?
Oh, it's my turn to read a question? I can
That's
read
all
it.
right. That's
No, let
okay.
me read it.
Go
I
ahead.
didn't get to read any yet today. It says, can we have a 24-hour cooldown timer from the moment NFTs are transferred before they can be used in the new owner's towns? This should alleviate some of the NFT transferring before bringing towns out of fast forward that has been going on by members to maximize rewards without proper purchases.
Oh, man. I'm so glad somebody asked this, because I think this is such an interesting question, because we have to balance. Okay, I bought an NFT. I bought it, right? It's new. And I want to use it immediately because I just paid money for it. I don't want to wait a day. We have to balance that with I'm going to be a sneaky snake and try to find some way to use an NFT and send it to my friend across GALACHAIN, and then they can use it and they send it back, all that. So absolutely, we're designing the NFT ownership history so that if you're trying to be a sneaky person and let your friends use something that they shouldn't, that won't happen. But that if you buy NFTs, you can still use them immediately. And that will apply to fast forward, guilds, daily earnings. I don't know about NFT upgrades, but probably NFT upgrades as well, because we need to be really careful about issuing any sort of allowances, locks, burns, things like that. So, but daily NFT upgrades is later this year. So, short answer, TLDR, yes, there will be a cooldown timer. It's up to game design how many hours that cooldown timer is. Next one is a question for Farmer Michelle. Hey, Farmer Michelle, will there be new Common Ground World NFTs to buy on the THX network?
As far as I know, no. I'm not sure why there would be. We're trying to keep all of our NFTs on the GALACHAIN since that's our network. So that's where we're going to continue to sell our NFTs.
Nice. Next one's for Ninja Surprise. You want to read it, Farmer Michelle?
Yes, I do. It says, what happens to Zealy rewards that appear to not make reviews before the timer sets for the next day or week? I have done things that went expired with no review and no notifications of quest completion.
So I think what he basically means is like for the quests that basically come in like right before the I guess like right before like the season ends, like right before like the month ends. I guess that's like what he's talking about. I mean, like in that case, like, you know, I try to take a snapshot of the Zealy quest, like basically like right on the first of every month. So pretty much if you submit the quests a bit late, like on the day that the snapshot's being taken, I try to go through like one last round of just reviews, and then I take the snapshot. So that's pretty much how it goes. And then I try to announce it on social media if I can, or you know, I do some sort of reveal of the NFT that's going to be going out for the reward. So that's basically what goes on with that.
Nice. Let's see. Next one is for Farmer Michelle. They started off by saying, "I love the quality of artwork in this game." I do too. I was wondering when we might see some more anything goes / vanilla metas in the future. And if there are plans to bring fishing back, some fishing metas. What do you think?
There's definitely fishing coming back. I did post in Leaky Wednesday yesterday, 2 days ago. Today's Friday. The schedule for the next few weeks, and there is some fishing in there. So there aren't any plans to do any vanilla metas anytime soon. We were doing them for any time there was a 5th week in a month, and we just haven't had any of those. So it really hasn't come around. But I don't know that we'll be doing vanilla anyway, because I think we had decided that what we were going to do instead was poll the community and see if they wanted to pick one instead of just doing an anything goes event. So that was the last decision that had been made. We just haven't had any of those situations come up yet where we've had to worry about it.
All right. Next one's for Ninja Surprise again. What will be the Zealy reward for this month? Can it be valuable as a medieval tavern, please?
It's a surprise, guys. Like my name, it's a surprise. Technically, every all the rewards are going to be revealed like the following month, just as a heads up. So after, you know, March is completed, we're going to reveal the Zealy rewards in the beginning of April, and then, you know, basically the you know, that's basically how it goes, and that's been the process, and that's how we're going to be sticking to it.
Alrighty, sounds good. Let's see. Oh, next one's for Farmer Michelle. Hey, Farmer Michelle, would you please open up the Godot editor and open the lumberyard nav mesh? And would you please fix that? It annoys me seeing workers putting wood in the back. Pretty please.
Yeah, well, when we were looking at this question yesterday in our meeting, I had the game open and I'm playing it, and my lumber yards they're going in the front door. So I'm not sure if maybe the person who put this question in just doesn't know which door is the front door of the building, because my lumber workers seem to be going in the front door just fine.
Okay.
I mean, if anyone out there is seeing people walking into weird sides of the building that aren't the front door, definitely take a quick clip of it and let us know.
Absolutely. And one last question. Want to read it, Farmer Michelle?
Yes, I do. It says, it would be really nice to assign keys to certain buildings and even frequently used NFTs. How heavy of a lift would it be to have a customizable hotkey UI? And do you think Townstar could ever have this common game feature?
Oh man. Oh, I'm a keyboard dude. What I love it. I want more hotkeys. 1 through 0. All the letters, all the numbers, everything we can do. But it just has to follow all our promises and all the bug fixes. And that's the kind of quality of life thing that we really, really, really want to finish our features early so that we can address stuff like that. It wouldn't take all that long to put in there, but we have to be laser focused on our promises. So after promises, wah. Let's see. Let's move on to live Q&A. I've captured some of them. One from Dubstep Rod. He wants to know, what does Sparky do?
Sparky the dubstep dog.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know if we can. I don't think we've disclosed any of the utility for Sparky yet. So.
Oh. So no spoilers today?
We certainly can. It's up to Riant.
Yeah, I think we can. Okay. So, Sparky the dubstep dog, the Pyrenees dog, will grant farm animals and farm staff 25% extra movement speed, non-stackable.
Oh, extra movement speed.
Yes, for ETVs, rangers, cows, chickens, and sheep.
Well, that sounds awesome. Alrighty. Let's see. Next one. Oh, also for Riant, probably. Will May Mayhem last 3 months?
3 months. Well, I don't know time frames specifically, but I think the answer is in the name. Probably.
Right? Sounds fair. Let's see. Next one. Farmer Michelle. Are you keeping gold, stars, and cash the same? Or maybe going to change it? Let's see.
So I don't have any plans currently to change any of the meta values for golds, but I mean, that doesn't mean that there won't be another round of rebalancing at some point in the future where values change. I mean, it happens relatively frequently. We go through and spend a couple months changing stuff around, and changing up values and adjusting things so that they're more even with each other as we add more stuff to the game. It does tend to require a little bit of rebalance every once in a while. So I definitely can't promise that there won't ever be any changes ever again to the cash or point value to gold.
That's right. I guess Lonely Island is saying, last year May Mayhem was 4 months long. Okay, next question. Jetty is still a little confused on the reduction if it's 30%. Does that mean with 4 of those you get 120% reduction?
That would be more than that. Would be...
No, it's multiplicative. Someone did the math in chat. I think they said it was like 79% if you've got 4 of them, because it's a 30% reduction with one NFT, and then when you place a second NFT, it's an additional 30% reduction on that new value after the first 30% reduction. So it's not 60%. It's, I don't know, I can't do that math in my head right now, but it's less than 60% with 2 of them together. And then when you add the third one is even more less because it's 30% on that new value, not 90% altogether.
Makes sense. So if I was going 100 miles an hour, I reduced my speed by 30%, I'd be going 70. If I reduced it by 30% again, I'd be going 49 miles an hour. If I reduced it by 30% again, I'd be going 34 miles an hour. So
exactly.
All right.
That's
that
how
answers
it works.
A question, Jetty. LV Postman coming in with the hard questions here. When sardines?
When sardines?
Eventually.
I mean, it certainly could end up at the game at some point. I'm not a huge fan of sardines personally, but there's no reason why we can't add them to the game just because I don't like them.
Anchovies. Well, I mean, we can consider adding that Of course. That's so
All right.
specific. I love it.
I thought one time sitting in the grocery store parking lot, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be the sardine guy. All my friends are going to know me as the sardine guy that eats sardines out of a can. So I got the mustard sardines and some crackers. And I took a bite and I was like, nope. Threw them away. All right. Last question, probably the most important one from the AMA. And I did not pay him to ask this. Raheel making a VIP appearance in chat. Same question for Volcron. How do you keep staying so awesome? Man,
How do you
you
do
made
it?
my day.
Aw.
That was so great to see your name. And thanks for the hello. Okay. Any other live questions, y'all?
I did see someone ask a question about a new passive silica stand, since we do have the one size, and we don't have any direct plans right now to make a different silica stand, but there is an NFT coming up that will help with silica. So, but that's the only leak I'm going to give for that.
Oh, here's one question. This is a UI question from Peace of Mind. For auto sale, when we try to pick an item for, configuring it for auto selling, it's challenging because items are scrolling and moving around. Can we pick a commodity to sell even if we have 0 at the moment? The UI definitely needs some love. So let me stick that one in our back. I know other people have asked about that, so I will stick that in.
Yeah.
Ticket. Right. I will make sure we have a ticket for that one.
Yeah, that would definitely be nice.
All right. Win Butcher Shop.
There will never be a butcher shop.
No.
That is a big no.
We're pescatarian in Common Ground World.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Is Sparky the dubstep dog stackable with the tavern and skins?
Yes, it's unstackable with itself, but it will stack with other NFTs.
Nice. Okay. And how about the Bright Mill sale?
Good question. We have green light. It's going to be later.
Right.
I will let you know with time, but it's not going to be kind of soon.
How about cats? Can we have cats so that Sparky has a friend?
Yeah, we can.
I have cats.
That'd be fun.
They just get in the way and step on your keyboard. They're not going to help with the game at all.
Oh, man. You know what? If the cats wandered, like the Style and Ride does, if the cats wandered, but they acted as mobile blocking.
Well, that's what they
things.
do. They jump in front of you in the hallway so that you can't walk down the hallway.
They will
Oh my
jump into the
gosh.
jewelry crafting table and it will make it so slower.
Oh my gosh, that would be
That's the
amazing.
ability.
Like 50% of the time they help you, and 50% of the time they get in the way of your workers. That would be so fun. Oh man.
But yeah, answering the question, we definitely want to have cats in the game. What about a panda?
Oh, panda.
A regular panda or a trash panda?
Trash panda? Probably a regular one. Anyway, and
they're asking for a little more clarity on the Bright Mill. 1 month, 2 month, 3 month.
it's going probably to be 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. When are we deprecating the pollution-causing refinery and introducing an electric depot?
I mean, while that's a great idea, if we were to get rid of the way trades currently work, that would make a lot of NFTs completely useless. So we can't just do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people in the community, everybody who bought any of the Haunted Mansion pieces, Anybody who bought a turbo pump, anybody who bought a refinery NFT would be pretty upset if we got rid of gasoline.
Feature request for from Peace of Mind for something that would help slow the production of a specific item. I've definitely run into that. Okay, well, y'all want to move on to leaks? There's a
Yeah,
lot of
we can
live-
move on to
Sure.
leaks.
Okay. All right.
I think all we've really got is competition info, right? Is there any other leaks in here? No, there's not. So everybody knows I put it up on Wednesday. We're doing golden heart necklaces this week. It does have new recipe. There's gold jump rings in there now. So we added gold wire and gold jump rings to the game this week. Those are made similarly to the silver and the copper wire and the silver and the copper jump rings. The bot commands have all been updated. So if you're interested how to make them, just type in the bot command. This week, gold's going to be cash boosted. It's going to be 10,000 up from 4880. Everything else is back at its standard values aside from the points boost for golden heart necklaces. That meta is desert, east. It's got just the one desert side, and the rest are all rivers. So you've got rivers on 3 sides this week. So enjoy all of that passive water. And see, it's a 2 gas trade week at 80 seconds. Standard Gala rewards for the top 1200, and it's a blueprint week this week. It's the Hasty Steel Miller. So those blueprints will make your steel mill worker walk faster. To get that uncommon, the only requirement is to sell 100 golden heart necklaces throughout the length of the competition. So get in there and at least sell 100 golden heart necklaces, if nothing else. Then you get a free NFT. And that's all I've got for competition info.
Alrighty. Let's see. Riant, are you ready to
Yes.
discuss any sort of upcoming sale that we might have?
Absolutely. If we can show the new NFT image, please. All right. So next Sunday is St. Patrick's Day, and we have the Leprechaun's Poto Gold NFT, a legendary that's coming up in a few hours. As mentioned, it gives a 3-to-1 passive gold ore, right? And is a global and stackable 30% craft time boost for jewelry crafting table. We're going to have 250 units available for sale at a $400 price tag, right? It's going to be great for your gold heart pendant crafting needs.
Well, Discord is not letting me post the image, but it's right there in our stream. So if you're on YouTube, you can see it. It is so freaking cute. I love it.
I love it. It has a shamrock and the rainbow.
Well, that is adorable. Okay. Thank you, Rian.
Thank you.
Let's see. Well, I guess that's it for all the planned stuff. What do you guys want to do? You want to hang out and take more live questions, or we good?
I mean, I still see some chat in the discussion channel. I see some people talking about the bug channel, saying that there's not any responses in the bug channel. I can certainly respond to messages in the bug channel. Generally, if you report something in the bug channel in Discord, I take a screenshot of it, I type up a note, I send it to the team and tag the appropriate people, and we discuss it on the team. But if it's just a bug report, there's really no reason for me to respond to you in the bug reporting channel. I can if you want me to, unless it's something that requires like troubleshooting and fixing, but it's more just for reporting. So, which is why I don't respond back to bug reports. But I can if that would make you guys feel more heard if I responded to every single bug report all day long.
Oh man. Let's see. There are some questions on YouTube, but okay. Mine took a second to refresh. Somebody wants to know B Sharp 54 when strawberry ice cream. Says I won't let it go, Volcron. What do you guys think?
Strawberry ice cream?
Yeah.
I feel like people ask about ice cream almost every week, and I keep saying that ice cream is a summer thing. So
Yeah.
it's not. It's a summer thing. Ice cream.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay.
sure that there will be ice cream this
We
summer.
will have ice cream. Yeah. Ice cream shop.
It's just themed for summer.
Gelato.
Next one is, can we get an update on the status of NFTs for and the utility for Townstar nodes? Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, that's part of guilds, right? So your node licenses will be converted to NFTs. We will check in the game, and of course on the servers. Do you own a node license? And then if you own one or more, depending on how you want, you can only be in one guild at a time. That'll control different guild options and whatever. And then, yeah, there's still a lot of thought about the stuff that we want to do with the Townstar nodes, because it's a lot of compute just sitting there, right? We're using it for IPFS. We're using it for hosting some of our content, but that's pretty lightweight. And I'm not saying I want to heat up your offices, by pegging your CPUs or anything, but if one of the things we were discussing yesterday, as recently as yesterday, is different ways to run our full. Now, this is way off, but just one of the things would be player run competitions, running the full backend stack on your node. So that, similar to a local Minecraft server, stuff like that. Also, if you wanted to contribute to the GALACHAIN system itself, there's the idea of just being a TS node that is running fast forward for everybody. Because right now we got to pay the server bill to do that ourselves, right? But if there was a consensus layer, and let's say 30 to 50 nodes all agreed, like, yep, this guy's, fast forward looks like this. That's kind of the big thing that we're looking at right now. If you weren't on any of the town halls where we talked about that a little more technically, might want, I don't know, ping me on Discord and I could find you a link. But in general, it's a super cool opportunity, really good tech. There is a GalaChain hackathon coming up, the GDC. So definitely check our website for that. And yeah, it's looking really good. We have like some super, super brilliant people on our team and a lot of opportunity for that. So it's an important part of being in a distributed system. So hope that answers your question. There was another one on. Somebody wants to know the DAU. Is that something we share, Rian?
I don't think so.
Okay. We used to have on the game, we would show how many players were active on that server at a time. So players could see that, but we took that out. And that wasn't for anything political. It was just a back-end server Kubernetes complication, which was why we took it out. There's a comment from Mr. Martinez. He says, bad move to get rid of gasoline. I don't think we got rid of gasoline, did we?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
I mean, you still need it to sell stuff in
Yeah.
general, right? So if you could clarify.
Otherwise, it's a bug. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Minlong says, Common Drone World NFT progress. Yep. The team. So that's not us. That's actually converting them. One of the other internal teams is doing that. Seems like it's going well. Slightly overdue because we were thinking we'd have it by March 1st, but whatever. Some better safe than sorry. Last I heard is that it's. I don't want to speak for them, but it's coming soon in the next week or two. That's what I heard. So that is all of our YouTube questions.
Yeah. Rip Rock is asking about the light paper. It's still illegal, so we don't have any new news to share.
All right.
Any other live questions out there before we head back to work for the day?
Feature request from Ives. Let's see the last online time for a player. Yeah, that might be handy. I think that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't even see anybody typing anymore.
Well, that was a lot of questions today.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Riant, Ninja Surprise, Farmer Michelle.
Thank you, Volcron.
Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend.
You too.
You too.
Alrighty.
Happy
See you
Friday.
later.
Happy Friday,
Friday.
everybody.
Bye bye.
Happiest Friday.
Friday.
Bye.
Bye bye.